Thanks for joining me today on Move to Improve. I'm Susie. Today we're going to explore the relationship between exercise, mindful meditation, and how that affects our mood. Anxiety versus depression. Anxiety is stressing about what's going to happen or what may happen in the future. Depression is worrying about what already happened and doesn't exist anymore. We're going to find that happy place in the middle with mindful meditation and use it with movement. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So grab your water, your shoes, comfortable clothes, and some energy, and let's get started.
Hello world, hear the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Okay, let's see how this works. Our brains have about 60,000 repetitive thoughts that go in a circle every day. And a lot of that is either anxiety or depression. So we have this closed circle of thoughts. And the only way to let some of those thoughts out and let other thoughts in is to break that circle. That circle, that small space between the two fingers here, that's mindful meditation. Stand with your feet about hip width apart, hands on the hips. We're going to take an inhale as we reach over. And I'm reaching through my hand. I can really feel a stretch. And I'm pushing into the floor with my foot. I'm making sure I'm not coming up because I want the full stretch. So I'm reaching over, work the midsection. And remember, you deserve that little space where you're just in the moment. And I know that when I exercise, it's about all I can think about is my breath. I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. So it's a real mood booster. And we have about 15 more seconds. So really reach. You have that opposition, pushing through the foot, reaching through the arm. And you're not leaning forward on this. I don't want you down here. I want you to be in this plane, as if your back is against the wall. Nice big wave. Let's do one more on the other side. Up and over and back. Stand tall. I just happen to have a medicine ball here, but you can use anything. It doesn't have to be very high. Just need to train yourself to step laterally, strengthen those muscles and loosen the hip. Step over, back. Last one. Take it to the other side. Step over and back. Stand tall. Shoulders back. Keep breathing. Enjoy that space. I have a few more. These are feeling good. If you're not used to doing these, you're going to feel them. But they come in handy because sometimes you have to step to the side to get out of the way. Last one. I'm going to step wide and turn my feet out about 45 degrees. I brought a play ball, but you can use a rolled up towel, anything that you can put some pressure on to activate chest muscles while you're working. You might as well add some more muscle into it. We want to sit down and sit back and have the knees over the ankles and turn right back. Exhale. You're just looking. You're turning the waist a little. Now, if this is too hard, you can bring it up. Or you can stand. Wanted to show you the hard version first. So it's up to you. We can come down a little bit. Sit back. Especially the further you come down. I'm going to squeeze. Now that I've got my legs in position. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Side leg lifts. I'm going to push the ball out as I lift my leg to the side. Looks like this. You can really feel that. So when you push the ball out on the exhale, squeeze, or the towel, whatever you're using. Are you ready? Let's stay on one side. Well, that was a quick one. Support knee slightly bent. Let's do the other side. Standing tall. Push out and come back. Or you can stay here until you feel that move. Feels comfortable. And then push out and back. I haven't done these in a while. I can tell. Once I got into that space, I was able to focus more. But while I'm talking, it's hard to really find that space. But once you find it, the move just feels natural and it feels a lot better. Feet hip width apart. Knees are slightly bent. We're going to throw a punch to the side. And we're twisting at the waist. The heel comes up. We're up into a calf raise as we throw the punch. Then when we bring the punch back, we stay close to the body because you want to protect your ribs. Come back to boxer stance. You take it to the other side and bring it back. Ready? Use that breath. Now, if you want to speed it up, you can. I'm going to try to keep it kind of moderate. I want to think about everything I'm doing here. Punch, squat. Normally, if you were throwing a punch, it would be out there and back before you know it. But when you're exercising, just squeeze the muscle. Don't squeeze the hands. This is kind of a moderate move, but you'll feel it. Nice twist in the waist. Punching across. Let's go. 1. Those were demos. 3, 4, 5. 8, 9. Last one. And bring it back. Feet are wide. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to lead our arm to the opposite leg and come back up. Let's not go all the way. You can go here first. Get yourself warmed up, okay? Going into windmills. Exhale, reach, back up. Take that inhale on the way up and get the back arm really reaching. Now, if you have to modify anything, please feel free to do that, because we're all working around different injuries, and you just need to, if your arms don't go out like that, just bring them down like that. You want to get that bend in the waist. Here we go. And take your time. Haven't seen these in a while. I'm going to feel them. I know that. Anytime I do something I haven't done in a while, I definitely feel it about 2 days later. I'm going to slow this down and really work on my form. Breathe. Let's do one more on each side. And bring it here. Bring the arms up, work the shoulders. Exhale, inhale. When you come up, it's kind of a turn, like you're pouring out a drink. Come back here. There. We're going to take the ball under. Figure 8. Here we go. Now when I exhale, I'm really crunching here when I come down here and exhale. So, figure 8s. Think about working the shoulders. I got a little lazy there. I was just kind of going like this, which is okay. But if I want to make it a big exercise, I'm going to take those arms out. I'm going to get aggressive because I want it. Let's go. Eight, 7. Pace yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and hold it here. I'm going to lift my legs and figure 8. Exhale up, reach for the foot, bring it back down. Activate the upper body, squeeze the ball. Exhale. Exhale. Four more. 3, 2, really reach. Last one. I'm lining my elbow with my shoulder. Have a nice wide base with my hand. And I'm stacking my hips. I'm not leaning forward or back. So I want to stack my hips, keep the lower leg slightly bent. As long as the hips don't go forward or back. And we're just going to lift that leg up and bring it down. And you can add some resistance by pushing on the ball. Exhale up, inhale down. Now don't let yourself start going back. Pretend that you have bookends, one in front of you and one behind you, holding you in place. If you think about that, your body kind of goes into that position. One more. Now hold that leg up. Without moving the rest of my body, I'm going to point my toe and just move the leg forward. And then I'm going to flex my foot and take it back without losing that feeling of having my hips stacked. And bring it down. Other side. I don't want to sag here. I want to push up through my arm, keep my shoulder over my elbow, stack my hips, inhale, exhale up and bring it down. Remember the bookends, one in front, one in back. Put some pressure on that ball or on the towel that you're using. Whoops, I went back a little. Just have to correct it, that's all. And pace yourself. That's the main thing. 2 more. Last one, hold it up. Now try to stay in this position. Push up through the arm. Point the toe, move it forward slightly, flex the foot and bring it back. All while maintaining those bookends. And even if you don't maintain, as long as you're fighting it and you're trying to maintain and you're holding your stomach in, you're making all those gains. We're going into plank position. Take 1 foot back at a time. Or if this is where you're starting, you can just keep one leg back and challenge yourself. Pull the stomach up. You want to fight gravity here. This is a really good tummy tuck. So pull the navel to the spine. When you're ready, take the other foot back. Now, when we're in this position, our shoulder blades are wide. We're pushing through the heels of the hands, we're pulling up through the stomach, and we're pushing through the heels of our feet. I want to stretch those calves. And if you want to, you can rock forward using the lats onto the toes. Keep your stomach pulled up. This is harder when you move to the toes. I'm using my triceps and my chest a lot right now. Really stretching the calves. I'm not letting my back sink. 1 more of these. Take your knees apart, make space for your body, put your toes together, and let yourself stretch and melt into the floor. Take the arms around behind you, palms up, and just relax for a minute. That's a comfortable pose. Going to bring it down into side plank on the forearm. And you can keep one leg down, stack those hips again, and reach up. You want to feel like your hip is being pulled toward the ceiling And we're still in those bookends, remember? We're not leaning forward. We're trying to reach as hard as and as high as we can, reaching, opening up the chest, reach back, and bring it down. Bend the knee, push yourself up, reach up, open the chest, really reach through the fingertips. Your hip is being pulled toward the ceiling. If you want, you can lift a leg, reach through the toes, gaze upward, and bring it down. Don't forget about your feet. Let's bring one foot up, cross over, and put your fingers between your toes. And really stretch, make space between your toes. You need a wide base to walk on. It's much better for your balance. And I know that as women, we've worn a lot of different types of shoes, pointy shoes, and shoes that really weren't comfortable. So we need to kind of counteract that by stretching your toes out again and try to get them back in alignment. So this is a good thing to do. And we'll take it to the other side. We do this in yoga class a lot. Try to take care of the feet and stimulate circulation. So if you do that, I don't know if you have foot problems. I do. I get toe cramps sometimes. So if I do this, it really helps to alleviate that. And you're just putting your fingers in between. And release. We'll come to a butterfly position. Put your feet together. And your elbows on your legs and sit tall. Getting a nice stretch here. And you can just kind of gently move your legs, get the blood going, get them used to stretching. I hope you found that space today. I noticed that if something's bothering me and I work out, the whole time I'm working out, that's all I can think about is the workout. So once you get to that point, it really helps a lot. It's a good stress reliever. Okay, sit with our legs out, shake them out. Now, if that's uncomfortable for you, you can just put your foot beside the inside of the leg. If you feel like compelled to put it over your leg, you feel comfortable with that, that's good. And you can sit here like that, or take it a step further. Put one arm behind. I'm really going to stretch here. Inhale. And then as I exhale, I'm going to hold on to the outside of my knee and just kind of pull it toward me as I go the other way. That's that opposition that I always talk to you about, opposition in the stretch. This is going this way, my shoulder's going the other way. Exhale. Sit tall. Gaze behind you. Flex the front foot, the one that's extended, and you'll get a calf stretch there. And release. Shake it out. Switch sides. Foot goes over. And you can stay here until you feel more comfortable with it. Take arm back. Put the hand on the outside and just lead that knee toward you. I'm flexing the opposite foot so I can get an extra stretch in here. Gaze around. Breathe. Bring it down. I'm going to sit close to the wall because I want to put my feet up the wall So I'll sit here and then come back, bring them over. Let yourself relax. Open up the palms. Let the arms come out and relax. Let your feet relax. And breathe. I'm going to lift my head slightly. Bring my chin toward my chest to elongate the back of my neck. And I'm going to set my head down. There, that feels better. This is good for relaxation. I want you to just focus on your breath and your senses, all 5 senses. And think about taking inventory on your body. That's a good way to relax in this position, is to start thinking about your toes and how they feel. And work your way up to your ankles and just think about that. Up to your knees. And just think about the energy, bringing it all the way up to the top of your body. And we'll bring it down. These are some moves that you can do at home and practice your mindful meditation. Inhale, turn the palms up. Palms are facing each other. And exhale as they push away all negativity, pushing away out to the sides. Inhale up. This time, as I exhale, I'm going to split the arms and look to the side. One arm goes in back, one in front, and I'm gazing around. We worked on a lot of torso rotation today. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale down. If you're thinking about adding a new member to your family, a new furry member, check out the local rescues and the Washington Area Humane Society. We have a lot of animals in our area that are homeless and they need somewhere to go. So if you're looking, please adopt. So keep moving, and I'll see you next time.